Hi guys, welcome back. The door is open because there's a dog just down there. She decided to join me in my little zen den. So, hello, I hope we're all well. Welcome back to another video. I've had such a lovely day, busy day, but lovely. Reiki session, video chat, which is now up on the channel, with Kaz and Shannon from Soul Center Healing Hypnosis. Lovely to catch up with them. And this afternoon, I broke off after that for some lunch, and this afternoon I've been doing updating the website. So I've added teaching to the website for when that starts and progresses a little bit further. And I've been working on my course agendas and typing things up and just doing a bit of editing and some photocopying and a bit of admin work really. So it's been quite a busy day. So today I thought I would pop on and have a little bit of a chat to you guys, a bit of a one-to-one. And I tried to make this video yesterday. I've watched it back. It sounds okay, but I haven't uploaded it. And I thought I'll try another video and see how that sounds, and then I might upload that one depending on how it goes. But this video is going to be kind of a personal video. It's going to be about me and my journey, and it's going to be basically about being gay and who I am and my spiritual journey, spiritual awakening journey, and how it all kind of fit together. So it was a bit of a roller coaster really, and I've always been aware of, I think I've always been aware of being gay from quite a young age. I would say probably 12, 13, 14, something like that. But it wasn't until later in life, when I was maybe about 19, 20, that I started to explore that side of myself a little bit further. And I was probably around about 23 before I came out to my immediate family. So as you can imagine, that's quite a long period of time, especially when you're going into the working world. So I started work at 16, working in retail on a night time, and that's while I was at college as well. So I was at college doing art, and then I had a retail job on the night time, and still not really exploring this side of myself at all. I'd been on a few dates with girls between 16 and 18, and then got to about probably 19, 20ish when I started exploring more on this side of things. So as you can imagine, over those years there's a lot of suppression and a lot of packing in these feelings and all this sort of stuff that I'd been holding on to, lots of emotions. And obviously being born in the 80s, I was aware that it wasn't really talked about, it wasn't really publicized, and it was kind of kept quiet, even though, I mean, looking back to the 60s, it was illegal in the 60s to be gay, and it's gradually become more and more accepted over time, whereas now it's like people are just like, well, so what if you're gay, you are who you are. And that's amazing to see that it's taken such a long time to have this transition through all these things through these years. And so that was around about probably 23 when I came out. I'm 42 now. I know I look amazing, don't I, darling? So that's like quite a long time to have all that stuff suppressed. So when I did, because when I came out to my immediate family, the reason why I did was because I was actually in a relationship, and I was in a relationship with that person for about a year, and so that was my first proper relationship with a male, with a guy. And as we all go through, we first love and the love of your life and all that sort of stuff, and eventually we broke up, and I was absolutely devastated, and we both were going through it, but it was a bit of a mixed thing, and lots of stuff going on. So So that's the reason why I came out to my immediate family. Looking back now, I would have probably done it a lot sooner, knowing that the reaction was as great as it was, and they've always been a great, mum, dad, brother, all the family really. The further extended family got to know, like, probably over from then onwards, 5, 10, 20 years, 5, 10 years after that, I would say that the rest of the immediate family got to know about that. But then getting to around about 25, 26 was when I started feeling different with my mental health, with depression, with anxiety, with all sorts of stuff kicking off. And it was into my very late 20s maybe early 30s, that I came into contact with meditation. So during that time, and I think well into my 30s, probably 35-ish, I think, maybe not as late as that, but so from around about 28 to 35, I was on antidepressants and other things for anxiety and whatever. So it was a bit of a cocktail of stuff which didn't really help at all. But a lot of this, I do believe a lot of this is obviously one to do with this release of this emotion that I was going through, that I was feeling, that all this stuff had to come out. But also part of the awakening process as well, this hitting kind of a rock bottom and then catapulting up, as I've mentioned before in previous videos about my awakening. So it's been kind of a bit of an up and downy kind of roller coaster really. So obviously understanding and knowing that I was gay, and then coming to the process of coming out, and then going on the dating roller coaster and going up and down and meeting different people, and a lot of rejection, a lot of being hurt, and a lot of messing about and just being silly, and lots of drunken nights, drunken antics, and just being a person that I really wasn't. I mean, although I went there and I did that stuff, inside deep down I was just thinking, what the hell are you doing here? What are you doing? You silly person. But I suppose it's things that we go through to try and be seen, to try and be heard, to try and be understood. And maybe that's part of the process that we have to go through. I don't know. But then it got to, so I was on this medication for however many years. It was a long time, it was years. And then it got to a point where I was just like, I don't want to take this anymore. I wanted to find another way. And that's when I discovered the meditation through a friend of my brother's actually, and we became quite close. We had a good connection. And he'd mentioned to me one day about meditation. He said, "Have you ever meditated before?" And I was just like, obviously going out most nights of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and starting all over again, and just being out on the piss most nights, or smoking like a fish, and smoking like a chimney, and drinking like a fish, and all that sort of stuff. And I look back now and I just think, how the hell did I do that, and how am I still alive? It's just a miracle, really. But a blessing to be here, to have experienced what I've experienced and lived through what I've lived through, and learned as much as I've learned as well, because that process has learned me a hell of a lot about people, and it's learned me a hell of a lot about how two-faced and nasty people can be when they really, really want to be. And so I've said before in videos, where people that when your vibration starts to change, these people will just like disappear, and they will just go, and that's a lot of those people just vanished, just disappeared, because there was no connection there anymore. And I wasn't one of those people. I got to a point, because I'd become strong within myself, that I wasn't the person that would just oh yeah, okay, I'll give you a hand with that, yeah, I'll be around, I'll do that, I'll help, I wasn't running around after people anymore. I was saying, no, you know what, I don't want to do that anymore. I want my time, I want my alone time, I want to be able to focus on me. So and that's, I think, what a lot of this change of mind and meditation brought, is this. It brought me to realize that I have this voice and I have this power within myself, and it gave me a lot more stability to be able to see a way out. So part of this video I wanted to say, if you're going through something similar, if you're going through a stage in your life where you feel you need to give this and tell someone that you are gay, or whatever your way of life may be, because we're in a day and age where you can be whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You are so much more than just this meat suit and this avatar. There's so much more to you. But if you want to label yourself as whatever you want to be and whoever you want to be and however you want to live your life, that is fine. And if people don't accept that and don't accept you for who you are, the beautiful, beautiful, amazing person that you are, then don't give them time. Don't give them your energy. Do not give your energy away. Just say, you know what, just piss off, leave me alone, and let me be who I want to be in my power. Because if they can't appreciate you for who you are, just because you've said that you are this or you are that, and they don't want to recognize that or respond to it, then let it go. Just let them go. They're not worth your effort. Maybe in time they might warm to it and whatever, and I think that's another thing, that a lot of people have this fear of rejection about this coming out. And I did, I felt that. I thought, what if something, what if this news isn't taken well and something happens, my family reject me or whatever, but they never did. And you'll probably find 9 times out of 10 your family won't reject you either, because we all just need to love each other and get on, and that's part of the messages for humanity, is just to be accepting of whoever we are and however we want to live our lives. So if you are going through that, then have faith and have strength, that so many people before you have done it, so many people after you will still do it and still want to make the choice that they want to live their life on their terms and how they want to live it. I found it quite interesting that from one of my Akashic readings, I found out that I actually lived 2 lives, and I was gay in both of them lives. And both of them lives I was either tortured or murdered. Wonderful, eh? Yeah, wonderful. So I think that's the reason why, one, it took me so long to come to that conclusion and to accept it, to accept myself for who I am, but also to understand that now I'm on a path of healing, that I can now heal that trauma, I can heal that past, I can work on that level, that I can now sever that trauma, sever that cord, whatever, let it go, and become more powerful within myself, and improve myself, better myself, develop myself on this continuous journey of healing and discovery. So where was I? I've always had this feeling that I was always a little bit different, and I know that sounds like a little bit of a cliche. I think everybody says, oh well, I felt a bit different, as a child growing up, and I never got bullied at school because of my sexuality, because none of that sort of came out until later years. However, I did get bullied for my body, because I was a chubby kid, so there was a lot of that that went on. But other than that, there was nothing to do with sexuality or anything like that. And even at that age, when I was at school, very little was known about that. There wasn't much sex education, and even when there was, it was one of them classes that we all just kind of like got embarrassed about and laughed about. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing, really, trying to talk to a teenager about sex. But I suppose it's something that needs to be done at some point by somebody. So obviously I had all this pent up sort of compacted energy, emotional energy, which needed to be released. So I think that's another part of what created and pushed this spiritual awakening, because there was this huge release. And I know I've shared this story before in other videos about my awakening, but there was one time that I'd taken the dog out and gone to the park, and it was almost as if the whole world was just black and white, literally just black and white. It was like a black and white TV screen. It was just like so drab and bland, and I was just like, what is going on? I felt really low, really out of sorts. And then started getting this really unusual sensation, like started getting like almost like cramps in my chest, and my hands were starting to tingle, my feet were starting to tingle, my heart started racing, I started getting really dizzy. And I thought, I just need to go home. So I just went home and just sat down. Found out that I'd had this panic attack, so I had to have more medication on top of what I was already taking. And that medication that they gave me for the panic attacks just totally zombied me out, totally. Low battery. So yeah, but then a couple of days later, I'd gone out again and I was walking the dog, and I was just going around the park, and then all of a sudden everything just went like really bright, like really vivid. All the colours, the sky was so blue, bright blue, the grass was so green, so lush. Never seen colours like it, but it was all like really bright, really intense, and I just couldn't explain it, but it was beautiful, and I felt so light and I felt so good. And that was almost like what you would call like a kundalini energy, where you just kind of like it was just kind of like your beacons just lit up, and you started seeing the world through the eyes that you're meant to see. And it got to that point where I was just like, right now I need to get rid of this medication, I need to stop doing this, I need to stop smoking, I need to do this, I need to do that. And everything that was bad for me was just going out the window, getting chucked away. And I was on this path of trying to heal myself through, because meditation gave me this clarity that I need to do this stuff. I decided the job that I was in was just awful. The boss was narcissistic, he was evil. Left there, got another job elsewhere. The job elsewhere that I got was in a coffee shop, which is where I found out that my Reiki master now went every day for his cups of coffee. He had leaflets on the mantelpiece near the fireplace about Reiki, and I was just like, ping, something just went off in my head. I was like, I need to know more about this, and then found out that he came in nearly every day for a cup of coffee, and got chatting to him about Reiki, went for some sessions with him, and found out he taught Reiki, and it's just like spiraled ever since after that. So to go from someone that was really kind of very quiet, I'm still introverted. I'm not one of these people that go out. I don't shout things from the rooftops. I don't shout out about my sexuality or anything like that. I am what I am. It is what it is. And you know, I'm very straight with it. I'm not like anything like that. I'm not flamboyant. But you do tend to find that people, especially men that do go on a spiritual awakening, will be very in tune and very in touch with their feminine side, because that's kind of like the divine feminine energy that's coming through, which pushes and creates this motion of things from within that we need to feel and we need to experience, and it opens up a lot of stuff, and you're able to channel more about yourself, channel more information about yourself, and feel what's going on within you. and that's where a lot of this divine feminine energy comes from, and it really does push a lot of this stuff through, and it helps you heal on so many levels. And so it's not that all men who are spiritual are gay. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that all men are in touch with their feminine side. That's totally different thing, because we're all male and female. We're all both. We're all a split, and we're all yin and yang. We're all light. We're all dark. We're all male. We're all female. We all have this energy within us, and it's about having the balance between the two. So it's been, to go from quite a young age of being very kind of quiet, very introvert, the chubby kid that got bullied and what have you, to being the the Reiki master, the person that's been on a spiritual awakening journey, the person that's now got a website, got a YouTube channel, can speak his truth, can do whatever, has got rid of mental health problems, has got rid of the skin issues that used to affect me as well with the mental health problems, because anything that affects the mind affects the body. Like we say, mind, body and spirit is a union of the three. So it's a wonderful journey. So if you are in that situation where you're feeling like you need to tell somebody about who you are and who you want to be and how you want to live your life, and that you're going to be gay, you're bisexual, you want to be trans, you want to be maybe the opposite sex or something like that, then don't shy away from it. I know it can be hard, and it can be a fearful place to be, but holding on to that fear and holding on to that emotion and trapping all that stuff in can have detrimental effects on your health and on your life, and it will take a lot of healing to get over that, as I've discovered. And this video for me, talking about this, will help me heal as well, because I'm not, like I say, I'm not one to go about talking about my sexuality and who I am and how I live my life, and I keep my life quite private, apart from when I'm doing these videos and talking about healing, how you can develop yourself, how you can better yourself, what you can do to improve your spiritual connection, what you can do to improve your meditation practice, and all this sort of stuff that's there. But this again, for the last 15 years or whatever, has been a learning journey for me, and that's where it all started. I mean, it even started before then, learning about people and how they can be quite nasty towards other people. And I've got a dog in the room, another dog, and learning about that, and then being able to be in tune with yourself, with your own energy, learning about who you are, being able to face up to it and accept that, and just be accepting of who you are, and put that out there. So as a footnote to this video, at the end of this video, I hope this has kind of like made sense, and I hope it gives people a little bit of reassurance and a little bit of insight, one, into who I am, and two, into any of this that you might be feeling right now. If you're on this particular path within your life, just go with it and just put it out there. Be who you want to be. In this day and age, you can do whatever you want to do, you can be whoever you want to be, and you can live the life that you want to live regardless. And there will always be people in life that will try to stigmatize or belittle or bully or whatever they want to do, but they are small people. They are the ones that require more healing than what you do, because you've taken the opportunity and you've made the power and you've taken the stand to say who you really are. The people that are doing the pointing and the demonizing and the stigmatizing and just being complete dickheads, basically, are the ones that need deep healing. They have deep issues, not you at all. So keep an eye out on this channel. If you've enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the channel, click the bell to be notified, because I'm going to be doing Reiki healing videos for whether you're in the process of coming out, whether you're gay and or maybe you're you're curious about your sexuality, you're not too sure, I'm going to start doing some Reiki healing videos. Maybe there may be some trauma going on, there may be some past life stuff going on, there may be some bullying that's going on within your life. Then I'm going to be doing meditations, I'm going to be doing Reiki healing sessions to help you if you're feeling like you're in a bit of a crisis state. And meditation and Reiki are the things that have really helped me, and I know that they can really help you. If you truly want the help, you truly want some light at the end of the tunnel, some healing assistance, then both of these things are amazing healing modalities to help you on your journey. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, well, this long video today, my story. I don't know what I'll call the video. I might just call it my story. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, that's where we are. That's where I'm at now. Obviously in a relationship with my partner, who I've talked about many times on here, and we've been together for 6 years this year. We're engaged. Very happy. We've obviously got the dogs. We've got the house. And we both work, and obviously I do the healing work as well, which eventually this will be my full-time profession. It will be, and that's a fact that I've put out to the universe, and it's something that will happen in some way or form. So yeah, much love to you all, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves. Do let me know, comment below what you think, and until the next video, much love to you all. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.